Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is a scene for Sept the Howling Wind, Werewolf the Apocalypse joint set in San Diego. So, Lucas Rose, the kinfolk son of Emil, has been called out to give some advice to his cousin that he didn't even know existed until today. So, he was flown out from New York. Very busy, so he's very mildly frustrated on his face. And he'll go to the edge of the barn after parking. And he doesn't quite know how this sept goes about hows of introduction or introductions in general, so he just waits. Fairly certain that the wards of the sept will make it known that there is a stranger at the edge of it. So Punchy can come whenever he wants.
Yeah, so Punches tears himself away from whatever he's doing, probably his um and he goes
Most
to
likely.
investigate. Huh?
Yeah, there is a man standing there with a
So he sees a very large wolf that he can tell is very Get Fenris. Coming towards him.
yes. This is a purebred 5 get kinfolk.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So he sniffs the air around him, sniffs him, like, oh, I have to shift. So he will shift to Hamid. And God, this man is big.
He'll look him up and down. Respectfully.
I'll
I'm
say,
Lucas Rose, son Neil Rose. My
I'll
father
nod.
called me here.
I'll nod. I'll say, I'm the warder of the sept. Punches all the faces. Lupus. Athro, get a Fenris, a room.
Well, I'm honored by your receive them reception.
Let me let me cleanse you and you can come on sept. And he'll do the rite of cleansing.
He just came from New York. May need it. Not gonna lie.
Right? Well, I mean, just to be on the safe side, anybody that comes on sept from outside always gets cleansed. So, rite of
One thing
cleansing.
that Pumpkin has noticed is he is wearing designer and bespoke from top to fucking bottom. Not that he knows what that is, but Lord Almighty.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, he's not really up to snuff on all that stuff. He is a lupus and doesn't those things aren't important to him. So, um, but he'll notice that the clothes are nice. Like, yeah, okay. But yeah, so he'll do the rite of cleansing. Poof, he's cleansed, and and he'll let him come on sept.
Can you tell me, please, where to find um, Caroline Rose?
Most likely at the big house, and Punches will lead him to the big. It's an estate now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. He will lead him to
She'll,
the mansion.
she is in fact over there now. They spent some time, but now she's over there.
Yeah, I figured that she might. So yeah, Punches will lead him to the estate, which is on the far side of the sept. So it takes a little bit to walk there, but not too long. About a half an hour.
Yeah. It's not that he doesn't walk. He walks New York all the time. Just
Yeah, the scenery here is a little bit different. There's a big, giant fucking lake that they are gonna pass.
There's
Um,
trees
some
and
winding,
nature, and I'm gonna
some
stop breathing.
some winding trails, greenery, trees, bushes, that sort of thing. Grass. There are paved areas in the public places.
Luckily, he knew he was coming to the wilderness, ergo he wore boots. Designer boots.
Ooh,
Still. The bitch is wearing
Mark.
Louboutin boots, actually.
I mean, this isn't exactly the wilderness, but is as wild as you're gonna get in San Diego for the most part.
I mean, let's point out that he's wearing men's Louboutin boots. Okay, this isn't exactly fucking hiking gear.
And he comes from New York City, where the only wild space is Central Park. So, he's so yeah, it's a bit of a shock. By the time that they get to the house, it's pretty much there's no public. You can't really see any public areas. It's very veil protected, over at the house. So yeah, he's like, and then he points. She'll be in there. Like, have fun. Bye. I'm gone.
No wave.
Fucking punches.
He will.
He's a lupus. Lupus is like, okay, I bring you to your destination. Have fun. I'm going now.
Oh yeah, and Johan was invited to spend time with him too because she knows he's a fashion designer. Let's just say that. He's in the big house, so.
Right.
Comes up the steps.
So yes, he will come up and he will knock on the door. Actually, he'll ring the bell. He'll kind of put his suitcase down.
So let's see who will answer. You know what? I'm gonna have a Seer answer because he's gonna fangirl too.
God. Yes, the best part. The best part. Yeah, Lucas tilts his head confused.
Huh?
Lucas tilts his head confused.
Right?
And he'll blink.
And Asir goes. It just clicked in his head that his partner's son is a famous fashion designer. Like, just now. Fucking clicked.
Oh.
Just now clicked. He's like, oh my god.
I know I haven't seen you in a while, but wait.
Like,
No, you don't have an accent. What?
You think that I'm Emil, don't you? Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm Hand of Asir. Athrogedophenris Rossetti.
There are a lot of Fenrir on this set. This pleases me.
Yes. We kind of handpicked which Gedophenris can be here, but there are a few. And he'll step aside. He's like, also, I am with your dad. He's my partner.
You're who he was talking about. Okay, I wasn't sure, but nice to meet you. I'm Lucas.
Nice to meet you as well. I had no idea you were coming.
Neither did I. But apparently, my cousin that I didn't know existed is having some sort of an identity crisis, and I'm needed. So here I am. Family first, despite the fact that it's Fashion Week in Milan. We'll hold his hands up. Here I am.
Oh God, it is. Oh, what a like.
Supposed to be.
He practically cries. He's like, wait a minute.
I was supposed to be
He's getting
on a private jet, going to the billionaire fashion show. But like, here I am.
He nods, and he will lead him to Caroline.
Caroline heard the doorbell, and she was already walking that way.
Okay, so yeah, he goes he goes to lead him to Caroline, and then he goes, "Oh, Caroline, there you are. You have a visitor."
Oh,
God,
He just such a jerk.
Like-
It's written on his face.
oh, Asir loves him. He's like, "Oh, I love this guy."
Caroline smiles and she says, "You must be Lucas. I'm Caroline, your cousin. Caroline Marie Rose."
I still can't believe he's such a woman. I'm due in Milan in 2 days. Have me for that long.
Okay. Would you like to sit down? She offers him a seat.
He'll go and he'll put his bag down and he'll sit.
She'll sit down across from him. And she'll look at Asir and she's like, "Would you like to be over here too? I'm fine if..."
Are you sure it's not a private conversation?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not trying to be terribly narcissistic, but I think your help motion to him, elder, just merely wants to be in my presence.
There's a hint of a grin.
She just smiles and she says, It's fine by me. If you want to be here, that's..."
He will happily sit his ass fucking down.
He'll roll his sleeves up to the shirt. He took his jacket off and he rolls his sleeves up. And we'll sit.
Okay. Well, the reason why Emil called you here is...
My father?
Yes, Uncle Emil. He called you here because something happened to me, and when I fall asleep, I turn into a man.
That doesn't seem to affect him.
I'm wanting to learn more about that side of me. She bites her lip.
His lips purse very slightly in thought. So why was I called?
To ask your advice on this. Someone told me to ask for an opinion because this can be traumatic.
It is traumatic. There's no can.
She gulps.
You will literally destroy yourself. What you are, where you stand today, will cease to exist. And beyond the point of the way that one experiences growth every day, that hippie bullshit. No. You'll break. You will shatter. And then, hopefully, if you're lucky, you will find yourself in the pieces and reform yourself. The amount of people, the amount of trans people who've lost their lives to the struggle of being unable to find congruency in what they are. That list is one name long too many. So the first thing you have to understand is that this is going to hurt. And if this is real, if this is what you really are, you will destroy yourself. You'll have to, in order to find happiness.
She nods.
I don't say these things to try to discourage you. I'm not saying that I don't think you are questioning or that your exploration or journey isn't valid. When I first realized my own state, my own truth, I was, I think, 4? I was 4. Mm-hmm. My mother, she used to, my parents wanted a girl for so long. They had William, was his son, first son, they were happy. Then they had Noah. Great, let's give it another try. They had Max. And they had me, their little princess. They had their Camille. And they were so happy that I was a girl. But I never understood. And once I realized that I wasn't like my brothers, I don't know, I just felt wrong. It wasn't so much that it was put on me that I was their girl. They had finally gotten their girl. It just didn't feel right that I was their girl. Because I wasn't. And we can go into the finer psychological, fucking philosophical bullshit points as to why people are transgender. He'll air quote. I really don't care. Shrug. It's just a fact. If you're waking up a man or going to sleep and turning into one, he'll shrug. I assume it's probably some form of magic if it's not something that's been happening to you. Something happened to you to induce this state.
Yes.
Now, if that's opened up the door for you to question things, well, you can decide that, but you have to come to terms with why you're questioning. If it's because it's neat and it's new and you think it might be some kind of an answer to some sort of an emptiness or problem that you've been having, well, I'm sorry, honey, it doesn't really work out like that. It's not a fucking Band-Aid.
No, it's...
And I'm not saying those things to discourage you or to invalidate your journey. You just have to think long and hard and really understand why you feel connected to all aspects of your personality, including apparently being a man. Now, me personally, I don't believe. I'm really iffy on gender neutrality and fluidity and all of those things. He'll shake his head. I respect if that's somebody's truth or where they want to be, but personally, myself, and I am no fucking authority on the subject. Like I can't see how that can be where someone rests their stability on. Instability. It confuses me. But again, I'm not a fucking authority.
She's thinking.
I've seen a lot of people who have been seeking external validation, who will, especially nowadays, look into and find some sort of comfort in the flexibility of one's roles. Or then people try to turn around and say, gender is just a construct. It's a made up thing. We decided. Well, if that were the case, why would our world be such as it is? I can tell you sure as hell that I have never, in my 7 years of living as a man, once worried about walking back to the fucking car from the gym, or whether I'm going to be paid less than my fucking counterparts. That being said, if my wife and I divorced tomorrow, I'd be fucking terrified I'm going to lose my children. Courts favor women. Fact of the matter is, a man has to work twice as hard to be even considered his child's the equivalent of their nanny. So yeah, okay, we have some privilege. A lot of fucking privilege. I'm not even gonna, he'll hand up, I'm not even gonna fucking question that. But if there were no such things as gender roles, gender things, all this, that wouldn't be fucking existing. That wouldn't be a thing.
So Johan heard the conversation and he didn't want to interrupt, so he didn't walk in to where they are. He's just kind of a little bit listening.
Mm-hmm.
And when there's a break in the conversation, he'll come into Caroline's line of sight.
Caroline smiles softly at him.
He smiles back.
She's still really thinking. It's like she can't bring out the words to say anything. Because he's right. He's totally right in her mind. And she needs to hear this. I
need to let me make a willpower roll for Johan to see if he fangirls over Lucas. His willpower is 7. He's been kept forever. So.
7, okay.
Wait, his willpower is 7?
Most of my starting characters have a willpower of... Yeah, most of my starting characters have a willpower of 6, so his isn't that big of a deal. He's good. 3 successes.
Okay. He's spoken a lot, so he's giving other people a chance to talk.
Asir doesn't comment because he's never had gender issues, so he's just listening. Mm-hmm. Johan will come in and he'll look at Lucas and he'll say, hello? I am I am a cub of Black Fury stock. And a Phylodox.
Lucas Rose, I am a kinfolk. The son of Emil Rose.
He smiles and he's like, yeah, I know who you are.
He'll take a moment and then he'll kind of dig in his breast pocket for a second and pull out a fucking Hermes scarf, kiss it, and hold it over to him.
Oh my god, he takes it and he hugs it.
Almost just kind of like, not like blowing him off like, ugh, here, take this. Just more kind of like a, there you go.
I know that you're trying very hard not to lose it, so
You have this. Take my Hermes scarf. It's like probably like $10,000, but whatever.
oh my god, he takes it and he hugs it and he wraps it around himself. But he'll sit. And he'll
Look at
say,
Caroline.
I don't.
May I?
She'll nod.
There's a difference between being, and I'm going to fucking go off rails with this shit. There's a difference between being transgender, gender fluid, any form of gender-ish, and transsexual.
Johan will
Back
nod.
in the day, we had this beautiful word. It was called transsexual. It meant you were born biologically a male, and you assumed an identity biologically as a female, or you biologically were a female and you wanted to be a male, or a gender, any of these. See, and then it started getting complicated. Okay? Then it started getting fucking crazy. We all know this isn't a question that there is a difference between sex and gender. But he'll kind of motion like we agree, right?
She nods.
He'll look at Johan.
Johan nods.
Okay, so I am a transsexual man. I'm a fucking man. It's that simple. I'm just a man. There's no trans, this, that, that. Back in the day, there wasn't this. There wasn't this. This fucking alphabet soup. A transgender.
Johan sighs at that like he is so over the alphabet soup.
Yeah, he'll just throw his hands up and he's like, transgender? Where the fuck what you want? Do what you want. Be who you want to be. You want to be a man that raises your children and your wife goes off to work, whatever. Do it. You don't have to make a fucking movement out of it. So transgender annoys me. It shouldn't even be a thing. People should just be free to be what they want to be. But if you want to biologically fuck with your makeup, as in whatever's going on physically here, you don't feel incongruency until you hit the hormones or you go through magical means like I did, or you do whatever it is, that's an entirely different thing. So that's what you have to figure out, Caroline. Do you not like, are you questioning and exploring your gender roles, your clothing, your dress, your makeup, those sorts of things? Or is it biologically there's an incongruency that you feel as though there is more to you? Are you a man? And are you afraid to let go of what you know and stop being a woman?
I don't know. I feel like I'm a woman, but I'm a man.
Johan kind of like raises his hand.
Oh, by all means, talk. You look like it would be priceless anyway.
He smiles. Look, if I have to label myself, which I hate, gender nonconforming, which means I don't identify as female or male. I'm just me. But I hate gender neutral pronouns. They annoy the shit out of me. So I use male.
You look like you just made a friend.
However, I embrace both the masculine and feminine sides of myself and wear them proudly at all times. And he motions to himself as he is wearing a polo shirt with a fucking long skirt that's kind of bohemian style and tennis shoes.
Okay, hold on. Luke will look over like I'm giving you a makeover.
But you know, it actually it works though.
Oh,
That he did it. It
Got it.
worked. Yep, it works for him. And on anybody else, it would probably look like a fucking fashion nightmare. But on Johan, it looks like it works for him. Like that's him.
Luke probably will then basically be like, I'm gonna
He's like biting his lip, like.
I want to judge you, but that's actually cute.
Oh.
Oh God, I'm inspired. He'll pull his notepad out and just scratch something down really quick and then put it down. You can fucking see sneakers all over the fucking runways now.
So Johan actually squeals like that. He's like, ah!
God damn it. Sponsorships, Adidas. God, I need to call Dolce & Gabbana. Please spell Gabbana. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Caroline. I know I am coming off as extremely burnt out on this subject, but it's not that I am. It's just that there's nothing wrong with questioning yourself and exploring yourself and figuring things out. And whatever you decide to do, I guess as your family, you probably want me to I don't know, fucking be on board with it, and I will be. Whatever. You're my cousin. I don't care what you just tell me. It's not Zer. No, I'm sorry. If you want to be called Zer, I'm just gonna laugh at you. But
Johan will look at Caroline and go and shake his head like, no, better fucking not that shit.
No, that no.
He holds a finger up. I know a Fenrir that will make frenzy actually. Anyway, whatever you need to do to live your more authentic you, as everyone says, I think that's the Tumblr shit nowadays, whatever. Do it. Live your truth. But understand that if it's not something that either comes completely fucking natural to you, as in it feels like you're breathing oxygen, or you don't drag yourself across the hellscape that is the psychological torture you can pull yourself through involving this, it's probably not what's going on. You're probably trying to fill some other void in your life, and that one just happened to kind of click into place, and it was like, oh, neat, cool, hey, let me try this out. And it worked for a while, and then you just end up a fucking transgender person who isn't actually really happy because they thought it would work and it didn't.
Johan, like, he'll say, that's kind of what happened to my husband.
I'll point to Johan. It happens. And the problem is you get so fucking wrapped up in being right or identifying that you're like, so you identify, you find out, you start telling people what you are. You know, because everybody's fucking wrapped up in instant gratification nowadays. They want instant, they want Instagram, Insta this, Insta that, and they fucking want to be validated, and so they come out, I'm that.
No one can tell you what to do. You have to look inside yourself and figure out what's right. But don't be so wrapped up in trying to conform, because it's bullshit.
It is bullshit. I transitioned fully, and I'm a man because it's what worked for me. That doesn't mean it works for everybody.
She nods. I've never been the most fashionable woman. What you see here is because someone else wanted to dress me up like this. I'm learning, but I've always been the tomboy. Always
Are you-
been. I don't know. I don't know if I'm a boy. I don't know if I'm a girl. I don't know what I am,
You're
but
about
I'm me.
You're about to make him frenzy because you're missing the point. It has nothing to do with your clothes. It has nothing to do with. God, how do you explain this? How do you explain fucking.
It's not about your outward appearance at all. Like, I dress the way I do because it's a way of expressing myself, but there are days where I will look completely masculine and other days I'll look completely feminine. It just depends. But that is my choice and no one else's.
She nods.
I know a way to put this. It's not about being comfortable with what you're wearing, but what skin you're in. Okay? And I'm not saying you can't go between both. I'm sure that there are people who are perfectly able to live as both, and happily so. And if that's what you are, fine. But just make sure that whatever you do, it's coming from within and not from without. That you're not doing this to impress anyone or because you think that it's going to fix something or. He'll just shake his head. Nothing in life ever fixes anything because life isn't made to be fixed, it's made to be lived.
Why try to fix anything when I'm not broken? I'm
Exactly.
just.
Johann snaps his fingers and points. Exactly. Now, I know that we kind of freaked out over your Walmart makeup. If you were going to wear it, you should wear the good stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Johann just like he'll actually he'll reach over and he'll squeeze his shoulder and he'll say, "Don't worry, we fixed it. It's fine." She doesn't wear Walmart makeup anymore. I promise.
You didn't take her to Target, did you?
Sephora.
Oh, okay.
I would have preferred Ulta, but Jessica wanted to go to Sephora.
Well, I would have preferred to go to Neiman Marcus, but if you're going to be peasants for the day.
Do we even have one of those here? No. We're going to have to take Caroline to New York.
Oh my God. My makeup is custom made for me.
Oh my God.
He licks his finger. You literally cannot tell he's wearing coverage, but he'll drag his thumb along his cheek, reach over, drag his finger down the wall, and leaves a exactly his skin tone line. You literally
Johann's jaw drops.
tell he's wearing concealer.
I need to beg my father for that. God.
It was made for me, matched to my skin.
Who made it for you?
It's Lacombe. If you're a good boy, I'll fly you to Japan, and we'll get you some. He'll nod.
He wiggles.
Ow. Oh my God. I didn't know I could still register that tone. I didn't know I was that young.
Caroline is just kind of staring at them like she does not understand what they're saying. It's all going over her head.
Oh, look at her.
He just, Johann wiggles and he says, I promise I will be a good boy.
Okay.
He nods.
He'll take a makeup wipe out of his book bag and he'll wipe the wall. He's not a fucking savage.
Yeah, Assyria was looking at the wall like, I hope he cleans that up. Oh my God.
He did.
Don't give the
Like a
Fenrir a
fucking-
heart attack.
It's like a fucking shade grown fucking vegan makeup round. Probably fucking hand knitted by orphans in Colombia or some shit.
Right? God.
Fair trade. Welcome. You see, I'm what most consider would be a cis het man. I'm married. I have 2 children. I, by all accounts, wear men's clothing. Sometimes I'll put on women's clothing, but I don't tend to think the cut flatters me often. I have broad shoulders and a barrel chest, but whatever, that's not my... But I still wear makeup. One needs a hint of color. Do I appreciate gay men?
Makeup.
My father's bisexual. My uncle's gay. My brother's gay. My oldest... I'm the only straight man in my family. And I was born a woman.
Elon just kind of chuckles at that, like, well, there you go. But he's like, I hate that makeup has become, or still is, widely specific to women when it's for everybody. Anybody who wants to wear makeup should be able to wear it with no shame. And it's bullshit. The people are judged.
Breath. He takes a deep breath and then gives a very, very, very immersive lesson as to why makeup has become gendered. Like this bitch was cool
Fantastic.
and holds a master's degree.
Caroline nods, like, to that.
20
the whole
minutes
thing. She's like,
later, he'll just nod and say, and that's why I get looked at when I go to Neiman Marcus and buy makeup.
Johan seethes.
The point of all of this is that only you can decide what your truth is, what's going to make you happy. But if you go into it with a half-cocked attitude and thinking it's something that you can put up and put down, one, that's disrespectful as fuck to the struggle. 2, you're going to wreck your mind and probably kill yourself. I'm sorry, the suicide rate is through the roof.
Johan nods.
Better than that. You could waste years of your life trying to find out who you are. And if you don't waste at least months, I don't even know how to say fuck you in English strongly enough. This isn't something you put up and put down like some sort of a hobby.
she's nodding. No, it's
Johan nods emphatically.
like she's like totally agreeing with that. And
If it's something you want to try, then I recommend with me, my father gave me a fetish. I could shift my gender for a short time. I would just live as a man, just see how I felt, how it worked, how I... That's what you basically have to do to figure out if this is your truth. This is what you want. You have to live it. You have to give yourself to see that that's who you are.
And I want to know. It's not... It's not anything I'm taking lightly.
I don't think you're taking
I
it
need to know.
I'm not. I'll just stop and let her talk for a minute.
No, you're completely right, because I need to know.
If you do this, the only thing I can tell you is go in with no. We'll think for a moment. No expectations as to where you're going to end. You could find that in living as a man, you don't identify as a woman anymore. You could find that it was a neat trick and it was fun, and you don't identify as a man. But either way, the point is that if you go into it, you have to go into it with an open mind and an open heart. And whatever truth you find, you cannot let anyone take it from you or shame you or tell you that that's not who you are. Not me, not your father, not your lovers or friends. No one can be a block on that path. Because if they are, they don't need to be on yours.
She gets up and slams her hands on the table. Tears start pouring down her eyes, and she says, I'm tired of being the stupid, freaking, scared Caroline who is afraid to be who she is. She's afraid to stand up for herself.
Who do you want to be?
I want to be me. No one else. I want to be strong.
You seem pretty strong to me.
Johan agrees. So does Nasir. Nasir will actually speak up, and he'll say,
Check your PMs really quick.
yes.
Okay.
Nasir will say, but see, what you don't see is that you're already strong, and you've moved past that timid, shy girl that you once were. You just need to realize that and embrace that. If you're not strong, then you won't act like it. But you are so strong.
That doesn't mean that your identity isn't in question and that you shouldn't explore.
Yeah, Seer will nod. That's not what I was saying.
No, but he knows. He's elaborating. He'll say, I wasn't. I'm sorry.
I'll nod.
You can be both a strong man and a strong woman. Just because I
Yeah.
am a cis-het man does not mean you are. You could be a gender fluid, non-conforming. He'll shake his head. I'm sorry. I don't know them.
Johan raises his hand, like, you could be like me.
You could be a man. You could be a woman. You could be nothing. Whatever you are, you deserve to be cherished and loved. He'll reach into his shirt pocket and he'll pull something out and he'll slide it across to Caroline.
She'll grab it.
It's in the chat.
Okay.
For the audience, it is a bracelet with a feather and leather and chrome, stuff like that. And he'll smile. My father made that for me, as I said. I don't have need for it anymore. So I'm giving it to you.
Thank you.
The spirit
Johan
only
smile.
has... I'm sorry.
Oh, just said Johan smiles.
He'll say the spirit bound within it only has one demand. That if you come across a young, questioning person in crisis or in need, that you help them.
That is something I would do. Anyways.
Nods. Do you feel comfortable enough to change now?
Yes. She puts it on. Okay.
The way it works, by the way, is it will switch it to whichever one you want to be. So if you want to be a man, it switches and you'll stay that way until you switch it again. If you botch, you're stuck that way for a week.
Okay. What's the roll?
That's a Gnosis 7.
Okay.
If Lindsay agrees with that.
What's the mechanics?
It's Gnosis is 7. And basically
Okay.
what it does is that it will switch you to the gender you want to be. And when you want to re-switch, you just use it again. Like it makes you the gender you want to be, basically.
Okay. So actually how I would run that is, so it's Gnosis 7 is fine. To activate, you make a Gnosis roll. But you spend a Gnosis and make a Gnosis roll. You can switch back whenever you want for free. And if you botch, yeah, you're stuck that way for a week, times however many botches you have. So if you have one in the botch, it's 1 week, 2 weeks, and so forth.
There you go.
And I
Okay.
will put that in your, I'll write it up and put it in your blue book.
No successes.
You could also spend a Gnosis point, yeah. So
Well, you have to spend
But-
and then roll. So
Well-
you're out Gnosis no matter what. Spend and then roll. Because
Yeah.
it's like a,
I'll go ahead and do it again.
yeah. So yeah, if you fail, you can spend another Gnosis and roll again.
Okay, 2 successes. There were 2 10s.
Fantastic.
Okay.
So I'll say actually, so successes indicate how many days you can stay that way. So you can stay that way for 2 days. You'll automatically switch back after 2 days or whenever you decide to before that.
Okay.
Okay.
She's wearing a dress, or he's wearing a dress still, but
Yeah, because you're in your clothes. You're in your same clothes.
I'm Colton.
Just takes a deep breath. Another word of advice. Don't be quick to hop in beds.
I know. I want to know who I am before I do that. I feel like that would just cause a lot of pain.
Yes, it does. He'll shake his head softly. It's very bittersweet the way I feel for you right now. I'm curious and happy for you. That you're at least hopefully coming to know yourself better, even if what you find in the end is that this isn't your truth. But if it is,
He nods.
envy the path you'll have to walk down at times. It's not about privilege. It's about learning how not to feel a prisoner suddenly when what you were trying to do was live freer, wrapped up in your own pretenses. Suddenly desperate for validation, to be accepted. And the fact of the matter is, if you can't accept yourself, there is no amount of those outside yourself that can do it for you.
Johan agrees with that. And he'll look at Colton. He'll say, as someone who constantly, every single day, rebels against societal norms, I will tell you it is not an easy path to walk. And believe me, I could just do the easy thing and go one way or the other and be done with it. But no, I don't, because that would be going against myself and who I am. So you have to ask yourself, are you prepared to walk the hard path?
He gulps and he says, I have to be, if I really want to understand.
He'll nod.
It's not a simple choice. It's
There's two places that you'll find yourself under attack from. One expected, the second not. The first one are those who you meet, who don't accept it, who you expect out of it. This is head straight people. The people who just do you, boo boo. You know what I mean? Those people. But who are secretly judging you. And
Johan kind of growls like, oh.
Who you know really aren't in your corner. But the second one, the one you never expect, are those within your own community who use your light to light their path. And if your light starts to stray off of their path, they begin to whisper in your ear, telling you which direction you need to go because it doesn't fit their way. And they'll try to shame you. Sometimes other people in the community can be just as poisonous as those from without.
So Johann tears up at that. He nods.
I think if I hear the word not trans enough one more time. For God's sake, I've fathered 2 fucking children. And I get it sometimes. Literally, of my own seed and loin, they are mine.
Colton nods and then he just shakes his head.
I want to join the Black Furies as I am. And they won't let me because I ultimately use male pronouns. Because of my fucking pronouns, I can't join the tribe.
Lucas tilts his head and looks at him. But why do you want to?
Because I feel it's where I belong. Nothing else feels right.
He'll take a deep breath and think for a moment.
So I wait, and I keep trying. And everybody says, if you would just change your pronouns, they would let you in. But I refuse to use gender-neutral pronouns. Female ones just don't feel right all the time. So.
Do you want me to speak and give you my opinion, or do you just know? Have you gotten enough?
We'll take a breath. Go ahead.
As I understand it, and I have actually followed the way of the people, I do know a bit of, and I'm being humble, the lore, as my father is a Galliard.
He nods.
When one joins a tribe, it is a relationship with the totem, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And relationships are built on interdependence. Each partner bringing something to the table that fosters the growth of the relationship as a whole. Well, you feel you belong in the Black Furies, and that's the only place you belong. But the Black Furies are a tribe of women. One must ask themselves, why does Pegasus only take women, or those that identify within the realm of women? There's 1,001 answers. The patriarchy. Because they need a safe space. Because it's tradition, it's the way. And Black Furies themselves can sit and debate all day. And what is let in? The most important question to be asked is when one wishes to join a tribe, what are they bringing into the relationship? And what does it benefit the tribe to take them. So what are you bringing to the Black Furies? What are you bringing to this relationship? And what reason do they have to take you? Other than by sheer merit alone, because the last time I checked, demanding to walk into a relationship simply because you felt you could is really rank male privilege.
Not what it is. Not what I'm doing.
Are you sure? Sincerely.
You know, yes.
Johan, are you sure?
He looks him right in the eyes, and there are tears streaming down his face. And he says, yes.
I'm Fenrir of blood. We do not have the best relationship with Black Furies, ergo I do not feel particularly at place to speak of their matters. But it also means that in a sense I'm also a bit defensive of them. If you wish to join the tribe, then you need to consider what you're bringing to the relationship and what they have to benefit in a relationship with you.
You know,
Because standing at the door and screaming about how you deserve to be in there is not going to get you anywhere. Honestly, would you let yourself in? I don't mean to dishearten you. And if that's what you feel your path is and it's the only truth, you'll shrug. Have you ever considered forming your own tribe? Sincerely.
it is a thought that's crossed my mind. I have strong spirit heritage with Panther. Considered petitioning Panther for a branch off of the Black Fury. For those of us that don't quite fit. Me, my husband. My husband joined the Black Furies when he completely identified as female. And now he doesn't anymore. And he is absolutely terrified that he's going to be kicked out at any moment. And watching him go through that, he shakes his head. He loves the tribe. He loves being a Black Fury. He's proud of it.
Caroline bites her lip and tears start streaming down her face.
And watching him terrified because his tribe is going to turn his back on him because of how he identifies now. It's hard. It's hard to watch. And he just starts crying.
had no idea.
Though your blood is strong in Panther. And it's not a bad idea. As I understand spirits, which again is only from having a very esteemed Galliard as a father, you might want to try to find a spirit that represents not fitting in, fitting between, or something that takes in things. It would be easier to petition. Panther, although a very esteemed spirit, and would definitely embody an ideal of persistence and strength, ferocity. Although it works for you, it may not fit an entire tribe, which is where your mind is going to have to click to. But it's not all about you, which I know you know. Can you think of spirits that fit being in between or abandoned or taking things in?
Think about that. Elaborate with the theurge.
He'll nod.
I mean, they're the children of Gaia, but they're not. Still not quite. I just. Shakes his head.
His brow will furrow a moment. What about some sort of a marsupial animal?
Platypus? They're not quite anything.
Mm-hmm. There are plenty of animals that are in between, or again, take in things. To be honest, you could consider petitioning Lion. Lion once served as a totem, yes, but I think we all know how that story ended.
We do.
But, that being said, perhaps he'd be willing to take the lost sons of the Black Furies under his totem.
It's not a
He
bad idea.
lost his tribe.
Not a bad
You've
idea.
lost. Well, it's fine.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
I'll give him a small smirk.
He smiles to him.
What do I know? I'm just a kinfolk.
Kinfolk don't get enough credit.
I'll put two small fingers together.
He says, I really would like to hug you right now.
He'll get up and hold his arms open with a small smile.
He'll stand up and hug him.
He'll pull the Hermes scarf he gave him and use it to dry his eyes.
He'll laugh. Thank you.
So, Big Cat.
Caroline, or Colton, I mean. Oh my god.
It took a month. Dude.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to do. Yes. Believe me.
Colton will open up his arms, ready to give both of them a hug.
He'll pull him in.
Group hug.
Big Cat. He'll kind of pet Johann's here. It looks like you have a path.
nods. Yeah. I'll talk to my husband and see what he says about it.
Smile. Now, I'm exhausted. I have to telework. And I need to apparently look into adding shoes to my collection. Athletic shoes. Some sort of a commentary on the rush of the modern world as compared to the glamour of the high couture. Whatever. Those are just fucking his hands.
Johan does a spin, showing off what he's wearing.
Shake his head.
Colton just kind of looks at his dress that he's wearing, and he's just like, actually, this doesn't look bad in this form.
Top to bottom, you need a makeover. I can't even handle you. You cannot be of my blood, and no. No.
Johan will pull him up and be like, come on.
Go fix it.
I will fix it. Don't worry.
Yeah, once, are they leaving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile at us here.
Asir will smile back.
My father told me that apparently I have been tapped to plan your bride's wedding dress.
He smiles. Yes. Yes, you have.
Point me in the direction.
You will point in the direction of Jessica or Jesse, whichever
smile.
it is.
Then he'll give him a little salute. Snap beat salute. Esteemed Beta.
Thank you.
For what that?
For yes. For making her dress, for the very informative discussion that was sparked here today.
Let's shrug. I just start opening my mouth and asshole starts pouring out. For some reason, people seem to like that. Just a dick. I say things straight.
An asshole friendly sept.
I see that. There's a lot of gay men on this sept. Hold on. No judgments. No judgments. I'm just saying.
He stands up and he's like, look, I might be marrying a woman, but I am extremely gay. Look at this house.
I'm here to design your wedding dress for your future bride. I'll point that. Keep that in mind. Listen,
Yep.
I'm a man in a female-dominated field, okay? Everyone assumes I'm gay until they see my wife. Oh, my God, have you seen my wife?
Can we assume that Asir has seen pictures?
He's about to. He'll open his phone and he'll go.
Asir tilts his head and he goes, fuck.
I know. Yeah. Ricky Martin asked.
Blinks like,
Oh.
he blinks like, it's like, when did, he's trying to rack his brain. He's like, when did I have this shift? Like, this is weird. Like, I don't understand.
Flip. Here's my kid. We'll hold those out. Kids.
They're
Oh, it's funny. My
adorable.
daughter looks like you. That's funny.
Oh my, tilts his head. Oh my God, she does.
I know, right?
Well, I'll be damned.
Well, that's what it looks like if you have kids. There you go. We'll slip his phone back in his pocket. Over.
I've got to have a kid.
I know. It'd be beautiful. Okay. I'm going to go to work. I have to design your partner's wedding dress, and apparently her man of honor. Wow, your house is weird. No judgments.
He nods.
No judgments. I'm just saying the house is weird, but it's cool. It's okay. I like weird. I live in New York City, whatever. Just shrug. I had to wipe my foundation off the wall, okay? Obviously, I don't party too far from yours. And he'll just shrug and walk out. I think with that, we can end our scene.
Yes.
Can I say something to Johan real quick?
Sure, go ahead. Or do you guys want to catch up with Paris? Do you want to do that in this scene?
Sure.
Oh yeah, we can catch up with Paris in this scene. Absolutely.
Her.
Let me
Let me get him.
Let me do.
Paris is fucking crazy ass.
They're going to the room trying to find male clothes for Colton.
Yep. That's exactly what we're doing. That's the wrong overlay. There we go.
He
Why
came
is
back
that
from
one
the dead.
The wrong fucking overlay there.
I need to get rid of that overlay. Bye.
No. Oh my
Bye.
God. It's adorable.
No, I mean not get rid of it, but get rid of it from my.
I
Burn
just
it.
realized
Over here.
these three are like perfect together.
Right?
Oh my god, I know, right? Jesus
Paris,
Christ.
Paris, okay, this is the deal. This is the deal. Paris is in the closet crying.
What? Oh god. So Johan walks in.
He's just crying. He's fucking in tears.
Paris.
Baby,
wrong?
what's wrong? Okay, I need you to calm down. I cannot understand you when you're this upset because your range goes way off my radar.
Size 2.
A size 2.
I'm a size 2. Nothing fits.
Oh my god, you actually gained weight?
I have to wear sweatpants.
We get to go shopping.
What?
We get to go shopping. Your new size.
Oh god, I'm gonna have to go shop in the plus size section.
No. Oh god damn it. No. A size 2 is not plus size, you bitch. I'm happy. I'm glad you're eating. You gained weight. It's good. That is good, Paris.
I eat 2 meals a day now, thank you.
Good. I know. Hugs him.
Narrows
Oh,
eyes.
look. This is Colton, which is Caroline's male form.
Hello. How are you, Paris? Still feeling a little awkward.
Take you seriously with your eyebrows like that. Get over here.
He runs over and gives him a big hug.
No. Bitch grabs your hair and pulls you down to the floor. And pulls over a like a little like kit, opens it up, lays your head in their lap, and just starts plucking his eyebrows. Like, no, I can't take you seriously. We gotta fix this shit. Like, don't even fucking touch me until you're presentable. Starts plucking his eyebrows. Do you do this in female form?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my god. I can tell you don't bitch about it. Fuck. This bitch gets tired and pulls out thread and starts threading. Stretch your eye. God damn it.
Baby, guess who is here?
Who's here?
And Lucas Rose.
So this bitch screams, but you can't hear it because of the levels he hit. Where he screamed.
Colton puts a finger to his lips and then points over at the scarf that Johan's holding.
Yes, he gave me a scarf.
So the scarf is gone. And he smells it.
Johan starts crying.
Okay, so this is the deal. Paris will take the scarf in his hands, okay? Like grip one in the other. And he's like, you're gonna let me hold the scarf or I'm gonna fucking demonstrate to you why everything of ours is 50-50.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Rub it all over his face and throw it back at him. Try your fucking tears
Takes it
now.
wraps it back. He does.
God damn it. You're so hot when you fucking cry. Goes back to threading fucking Caroline's eyebrows.
Caroline is just kind of laying back, going like, "I'm used to this."
Dang
it! I mean, Colton
The
is.
why?
Damn it!
Yeah, it's like somewhere in March you're gonna get it if you keep doing this.
So Johan goes and gets a tape measure for measuring and measures Colton while he's getting his eyebrows threaded. He's like, okay, you're gonna need my clothes.
Watch that peen, I swear to God.
Jesus Christ. I'm not.
Inseam isn't that high up. Thank you.
Really? You're gonna do this right now?
If you're gonna take the tape measure that high on the inseam.
Oh my God. He adjusts.
Thank you.
Drama queen.
Pluck, 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 pluck. So what is Lucas Rose doing here anyway?
Well, he came to talk to
Oh
Colton.
God, let's talk more about him coming. I'm sorry. Look at him. I'm sorry.
Because of his now questioning his gender identity.
Mm.
Talk to him. And
Oh,
I sat in on the conversation, and it was actually quite enlightening.
Nice.
I want us to form our own tribe.
Stops. Sorry, what?
I want us to form our own tribe.
I fucking heard you. I thought maybe if I said what, you'd make sense.
It's the most sense I've made in a while.
No, that's work.
Yes, it is work. But
Work?
you don't have to do any work. You just need to be on board.
Work.
I will do all the work and find people to help me.
No, you find other people to help you. I'll help you.
I'll help.
Shut up, smacks her.
She pouts. I mean, he pouts.
He looks to Colton and he says, if you help me, means you would be committing to joining that tribe when it happens.
He bites his lip.
Are we questioning? Like, that sounds like it might, what's the word I'm looking for here? Compromise, I think that's it. How do I have a master's degree? His ability to question and thing this, that. Hold on.
Honestly, I may be child of Gaia, but I may be willing to change too. The reason being
Oh, bitch, I was going to say, I hope.
is
You don't have to make any decisions right now, or just in the
He's
talk
trying-
phase.
Trying to talk. He's trying to talk. Let him speak.
the reason being is I was never child of Gaia to begin with. My pure breed was Get a Fenris, yet I'm not that even. I'm not child of Gaia. I'm not
What?
Get a
No.
Fenris.
What the fuck?
I'm not.
Okay. 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 I got it. You're done. Look over.
Colton will look over at Johan. I may decide to help, but give me some time first.
Aren't you like an ass hair away from being fostering?
Nods.
You see, if you challenge, make fostering, and then switch tribes, your ass is going to get knocked back down to Cleith.
You can help to a point without switching tribes.
I mean, or we can do this sometime now. I mean, exactly what has to be done to form a tribe. At least you
Oh, we have to petition a potential totem.
So let's
I
go.
wanna
Let's
go
do
with
it. Not like right now because I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I want to pretend that we eat dinner for you. But
I want us to petition lion.
are you
Rawr.
high?
No. Look, lion lost his tribe.
We're
He would.
gonna dance.
I.
Tonight?
Oh, no. He lost his tribe. And heartbroken, Griffin took him in and he accepted. I think as someone who, as a totem that has lost so much, he might take in those of us lost that don't quite fit in anywhere else. Especially those of us lost from the Black Furies.
I'm trying to argue, but that actually makes sense. I can't be that contrary.
He smiles.
We're gonna dance the spiral. God damn it! I would make such a cute spiral, though.
We are not going to dance the spiral.
Will you remember that the White Howlers did that to themselves?
Yes, Lion didn't drive them to do it.
Oh my god! But he didn't stop them from doing it either.
He couldn't.
Couldn't.
A
Okay.
totem only has so much control.
I mean, yeah, that's not really the case. Yeah, he'll just point at himself as in, like, you know, Pegasus. Okay, yeah, I get you.
He kind of like, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go back to Cleith. I just got divorced. I'm about to be a commoner again.
Either way, whether you wait it out or whether you wait it out and get kicked out of the Black Furies anyway, or join a different tribe, you're going back to Cleith.
Who else would I join? Who would take me?
The Bonars. He waits.
I want a divorce.
No.
Throws the papers at him.
What about Glasswalkers?
Colton just
They're
chokes.
already
Wait,
signed.
are you?
No,
Are
of
you-
course not.
Why would you already have signed? What?
Those aren't divorce
What?
papers. They're not divorce papers. Calm down. Breathe. God. In your nose, out your mouth.
Actually, okay, so he actually looks at them.
like fucking student loan papers or some bullshit.
He throws them back. You fucking bitch.
Whore.
What?
Cunt.
Trying to think.
Yeah.
I could call you.
You know what? I would call you a cunt, but you lack either the depth or warmth.
Yeah, so do you.
I love you.
I love you too.
Your kisses. I'll lean in and kiss.
Kisses him back. God, these two, I
Anyway.
swear to God.
Colton then just kind of like shakes his feet and he says, "Notice me."
Oh, you're terrible.
Oh, he's so needy. Oh. We'll run to his side. What size
Kill
was
Johan.
What size was he?
Mine. He's the same size as me.
I can't remember what size you are this week, dear.
5.
Colton immediately puts a hand over his mouth.
I'm sorry, did you say you were 6?
No, a 5.
A 5.
Are you sure I'm not a 4? Did I gain weight? Oh wait, I'm a man.
He nods like, bingo, you have more muscle mass.
You also have one fat, but whatever. That's
Fine.
the point. He walks. It's anorexic.
So, because of the company, Johan is not going to slap Paris.
I mean, you can, but I don't think the company's gonna care.
Oh, I guess that's true. So yeah, Johan will smack Paris across the face.
He'll yelp. Fuck! He'll cup his cheek.
He'll smile. You know you love it.
Asshole. He'll go and he'll dig through their clothes for a second. Are we going mask, femme, like Leah Delaria, or like are we talking like RuPaul? Are we just going straight up like fucking Schwarzenegger? Like what are we doing here?
Do you want masculine, feminine, or androgynous?
He could go mask. Fuck you.
Androgynous. Oh man.
Oh god.
That'll be so much easier.
Oh. Johan grins and kind of gets giddy and claps like, yes, yes.
God.
Although I do have a fascination for leather recently.
Oh my. You are not getting in my husband's leather pants. No, I draw the line. We will buy you a whole fucking leather catsuit if you want, but you are not wearing my husband's leather pants. Do you understand?
Colton
nods.
nods.
They nod at the same time.
You can wear his fucking leather pants, and he'll throw them at fucking Colton.
He catches them.
Anyway.
Give him my Incubus tank top.
Pre or post? Oh god. We'll kind of flip through it.
Pre.
Toss it over his shoulder. That fucking rag, I swear to god I'm gonna throw it away one day.
No.
Fine, I'll turn it into a little cute pillow.
No.
Colton blinks for a second, and then he just kind of looks around, and he's like, "Do you have a place where you won't see this?"
What?
I was going commando today.
Honey, we're all girls here. Don't worry. Free your dick. It's fine.
It's fine. Absolutely.
I don't want your cock.
Okay.
I don't either.
Hallelujah.
And yeah, he can definitely tell that neither one of them really absolutely aren't interested in him that way.
Not whatsoever. Doesn't even take a sneak peek.
Nope.
Colton immediately slips off the dress, full nudity right there, and then slips on those pleather pants.
We'll start trying to pull together some more masculine femme accessories. Feather boa? No, not a feather boa. Jesus Christ, what the hell's wrong with you? Scarf. Oh, sparkly scarf.
Wow.
He'll throw a sparkly scarf at him.
He'll catch it. Ooh.
Scarf.
I actually like it.
Oh my god, he looks fabulous.
No. What shoes are we putting on him? Tell me something. I thought I smelled it. I know I smelled it. It was him, wasn't it? Lucas was wearing fucking Louboutins, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Oh,
yes, he was.
Oh god. The 3-buckle strap Louboutins with the enamel base.
Johan nods like, yeah.
Oh god.
Both of them.
Man, I need to learn more from my cousin.
Oh girl. Anyway, flip. And this jacket. And he'll throw a jacket at him.
Picks up the jacket.
It's like a black like wool jacket, but not very thick. It just pulls the whole shit together. And I'll look at him. Oh my god.
Colton poses. What do you think?
I think somebody's gonna eat you up, but not me.
Not me either, but damn.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
If I were unwed, I would take you in a manly fashion because you're pretty. But I made you.
Is it weird?
Johan
Is it
nods
weird
in
that I'm
agreement.
attracted to myself?
No, I'm
Looks
not
in the
gonna
mirror.
say
No.
time. Jeez, what? Don't spin him.
Johan Penisco said no in the same tone and everything at the same time.
He'll spin Colton and push him to the front of the door and point to the bed, which there is a mirror above it and on the headboard. And he's like, "We watch ourselves fucking all the time."
Yep, we sure do. Oh yeah.
Oh, I need to remodel my bedroom. Oh wow.
Oh, there's ways you can do it to where you can't even tell. It's fantastic. And I'll look up at myself while this one's on top of me, and I'll just reach up like there's an angel reaching back, and it's fantastic. I love it. Speaking of, he'll turn Colton and kind of push him towards the door.
He'll take a few steps.
Go, be free. Go trounce around and show off your new body to other people. Me, I'm getting laid. Slams the door.
And then
Bye.
walks off with this wardrobe.
Sashay away. I know Lindsay has to go, but do you want your man to come across you before you do?
Actually, before I go to Tulia, he wants to go to Jessica.
Oh, okay. Jessica, sure. Why not? We can end the scene with that. There you are, you bitch. Jessica is kind of walking through, eating carrots, actually. She's nomming carrots, and she'll stop. Nom nom nom.
Hey, Jessica. He'll jog up to her.
I cannot remember if I can't remember right now. Did Jesse see his male form before?
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. Yes.
When he was full naked laying in the bed.
Yes, when he was full naked laying on the bed. Yes, you're right. So let's talk about that later, Lindsay.
Right?
Forgot that part. Great timing to bring that up. So yes, she'll smile, kind of chewing on a carrot stick.
Well, what do you think?
I'm like oddly turned on right now.
He puts a finger to his lips and he says, "Not right now with this. I need to."
I can't touch you. I'm absolutely positive everybody in between here and there would kill me, and there is no way I'm looping up on the fucking Petrova wreath. That's not happening. Oh no! No! Stop! Why did you laugh like that? Oh my god! She'll fan herself. Don't do that again. No! As your elder, I command you to stop.
Clamps a hand over his mouth.
I certainly see that you're coming into myself. Yourself. You're coming into your.
I came into myself a lot earlier. I mean, what?
That wasn't an outer game slip. That was genuine. I'm need to go that way right now.
Would you like to walk?
No, I can walk myself. I'm a very strong, ferocious woman. Huh? I can do things with myself. I don't need you. Right now.
And being the still a little bit of the Caroline mindset, he goes rawr.
I love your outfit, and I would hate if anything were to happen to it.
Why would anything happen to it?
No, nothing. It's just cute. You're really cute.
He kind of bends forward a little bit and smacks his butt, and he's like, "It's interesting."
You are too young for me. You're too young for me. How old are you again?
Me?
Yes.
24, or was it 26 out of character?
It's 26 again.
26.
26. No, that's too young for me. You're too young for me. My husband's 27. Fuck. Is he? Let me text my husband. Text. How old are you?
Get a text back. I'm 28 and I'll be 29 in 2 months.
My husband is 28. Nods.
Colton just laughs. It's a deep and hearty laugh.
Oh, God. I like your outfit. It's very cute.
Yeah. Paris and Johan helped me.
Oh, God. I need to find those two. I really need to find Johan.
What's going on with that?
He's a cub.
Well, duh, but
And I'm the den parent? Hello. She'll knock on his forehead.
well, I know you're the den parent, but is he
There
not
we go.
been coming up enough, or
I don't. No, don't ask.
anyway? You don't want to go over there yet.
Why?
Oh, they're totally fucking.
They actually have sex?
I think they have sex looking at themselves.
I was gonna say.
They have to have mirrors in their bedroom. It's
I thought they
interesting.
walked, kind of stared at each other and like kind of just wistfully sighed until one of them like will finish whatever.
It might go along those lines. I don't know.
What?
Do what?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
I love you too. Blows a
I'm
kiss.
engaged. I told you I'm engaged, right? Look, ring. You went to Jared's.
I know you're engaged.
Right? Yes, I'm engaged. Look, see, ring. He'll put it in his face.
And we talked about how by proxy it's like me and you had sex because Emil and Asir had sex. Then he kind of looks and then he stares off in the distance, not finishing his statement.
I need to go that way.
Where do you need?
Away from you.
Do you not want to talk to me?
No.
What?
Because I want to fuck you.
Oh God.
Excuse
Oh,
me. Thank you. Bye. Waves.
Bye.
Bye. Go away now.
Blows a kiss like he does as normal.
No, she doesn't catch it this time. She's like, shoo, no, get away from me. You need to not dress like that. That's too much. You just pants are tight and ass. Just, no. Shake her head. No. What did I do? What monster have I created? This is my doing. Fuck you, Coyote. God damn it. And she'll just walk off. Cursing Coyote.
Coyote laughs softly in her mind.
Colton sighs and he's like, well, I suppose Tolia would like to see some more of this.
So yes, Tolia very quickly. Tolia is still at the studio. He hasn't left.
Tolia! He'll immediately run up and give him a hug.
I'll grab him.
What do you think of my outfit?
There's more to it, but it's very nice. I'm impressed you fit into a size 5.
He nods.
I haven't been able to do that since I was 5. And will not.
I'm learning a lot about myself, apparently.
He'll cup his cheeks. Might be.
Mytolia.
Kiss me.
Kissy kissy.
Kiss me. You still love me even though you have a penis.
Of course.
Okay. I was hoping I didn't lose your love just because your front butt wiggles now.
My front butt wiggles for you. Blows a kiss.
Well, I fuck you and then you find somebody else to fuck with your front butt.
He shakes his head.
Oh, we know you're going to get at least one woman in there. Don't even play with me.
Huh. If I did, it would have to be in the family. What's Rose doing later?
His claws go up.
He was teasing and he just like brushes his face against his.
Dominic Harlow. He says. That or her son. That or my son. That or her daughter. Anyway. He'll shake his head.
You know, this is very interesting. It's like my nipples hurt instead of breasts.
You should pinch.
I'm still pregnant.
Pierce. You should pierce them.
Shouldn't I?
I mean, in either form. Trust me, I'm not going to mind.
He nods. I was actually thinking about getting a few piercings, maybe a few tattoos.
I can tattoo you. He does fishy lips. Kiss me.
Kissy kissy.
Kissy kissy.
Then kissy kissy again.
He pulls onto his lap. So are you comfortable enough in that body yet to
Of course, with you.
For me? Yes. Yes. And I'll pick him up and walk out with him.
Yeah.
There, we can end our scene. Bye.